World Cup, which starts tomorrow. And then in early December, we've got Liverpool, Arsenal, Milan and Olympique Lyonnais all playing here. Webber, in the end, just showed too much of that to St Ledger, who was a little bit short with the back pass. But Conrad Lone was alive to the situation.
Yeah, 1v4, he almost found that opening. Just needs a bit of support, I reckon, up top.
But Lee Probert's blown his whistle. We're going to have an indirect free kick here.
Well, we're truly seeing everything in this game. This should be a fun opportunity. Right then, all men on the line. What can the Man United masters come up with here? Something masterful, hopefully.
Yes, indirect free kick, of course, because of that back pass from St Ledger, which was picked up by Conrad Logan. So, is that Eric Jemba lying on the line? It was. Oh, dear. Goodness me. Count them all, the Leicester City players there. There's 8 of them on the line. And Ujoa, he's joining them now to make it 9.
Well, who's he going to square this ball to, or is this training round routine here?
Oh, it's hit someone on the line. And in the end, referee pointing to the spot.
Yeah, stray arm there. Wonder who it was.
Let's have a look here from the replay. Yes, you can see quite clearly it was David Nugent. Hit him on the arm. And at least Ujoa sees the funny side of things. But yes, my initial reaction was that it hit Nugent on the head, but quite clearly from that replay, it was a definite handball. And so Webber gets his 4th. Goodness me, he's having an absolute party out there this evening, Danny Webber. 4 for him, 4 for the Manchester United Masters.
And they're absolutely loving it now on level terms, nicely tucked away. There was absolutely no doubt, Brian, the way he's been playing tonight.
Well, in fact, it was Silvestre who stepped up and scored that goal. Michael Silvestre getting the goal which draws the Manchester United Masters level.
Well, that has set up the game beautifully. 4 goals apiece, just over half an hour to play. So all up for grabs for both sides.
Is it? Nugent, cut out by Brown. Poborski with a little back heel to Jemba. And United can build again on that far side. Danny Simpson wearing the number 2. One of the more recent professionals, released by Bristol City earlier this year. And as I mentioned earlier, one of those players with a foot in both camps, having been part of the Leicester City title-winning squad in 2016.
5,000 to 1 odds to win the Premier League title, and they went all the way. What a story. Absolutely incredible.
David May, who's now on the pitch, number 17. Challenge is flying in. Jemba can pick up the scraps. Gillespie finds Webber. He's got an option out on this knee side, but in fact opts to go far side, and then Webber gets it back. Webber once more. Lays the ball inside to David May, who's in an unaccustomed advanced position. Poborski, happy to play keep ball United, but they don't keep the ball in the end. Poborski commits a foul, so that's a free kick to the Leicester City Legends as we move towards the hour mark now.
Well, the fouls have been scarce in this game, but I can assure you most of them have come in from Karol Poborski.
They have indeed, as the flag goes up on this near side. The referee's assistant, Ujoa, says no. He thinks he'd Managed to hold his line behind the last defender. Over again. Good tackle by Elliott. 1-2 between Webber and Poborski. Played out to this near side. And that will be a goal kick to Leicester City. It does well to keep that in play. Simpson, the number 17 for the Leicester City Legends. Neil Dans, number 16. Dyer, out to It. Long sweeping ball from Vasilevsky. Looks for Nugent, who just about keeps it in play as well there. David Nugent up against Wes Brown with a smile on his face. Isn't that nice to see? It now finds himself in space. Really nice cross. Joa gets the little flick. And the flag's gone up even though it's in the back of the net. Joe are not enjoying the referee's assistant on this near side too much over the last couple of minutes, as the Manchester United Masters look to build once more. Gillespie finds Danny Simpson. It's David May. It's interesting that United have got two number 6s out there, Keith Gillespie and also their captain, Wes Brown, but nobody's too fussed about the numbers this evening. It's all about watching these old stars roll back the years and have a bit of fun and provide some entertainment.
And Keith Gillespie is hard to miss with those old school roll down socks. Absolutely. Bursting down the right once again.
Absolutely, as United are now on the edge of the Leicester City Legends box. Forward ball by Vasilevsky. Joa takes it on the chest. Through ball from Simpson. Finds Nugent. Joa had made the run, but that was good defensive work there by Michael Silvestre.
Absolutely brilliant, former France international, showing his quality once again. Had to make that tackle.
Didn't he just, as Jemba picks it up on this near side. See Jerry Taggart down below us doing some stretching. He was on the pitch in the first half. I wouldn't be surprised to see him coming back on for the Leicester City Legends as this match continues.
Very reluctant looking stretches there from him.
Absolutely. May with the shot. Second bite of the cherry from him. But doesn't get the contact that he wanted, and has a little bit of a laugh with Matt Elliott into the bargain. St Ledger now on this near side. Dan? Dyer? Incredible when you think about what Manchester United have achieved in the game. 20 top flight titles, 12 FA Cup wins, 5 League Cup wins, 21 Charity and Community Shields, 3 European Cups and Champions League, 1 Club World Cup, 1 Europa League, 1 Super Cup, 1 Intercontinental Cup, 1 Club World Cup. I just wonder this evening.
Well, have you stopped, Brian? I thought you'd keep going there.
Well, I'm just wondering if these former players are going to take home the Titans Cup this evening.
It's up for grabs for sure.
It is. It's just at the front of the tunnel there. Simpson
Oh, good ball.
Excellent ball out to Nugent, who's got a Joa running through, and a good save by Van der Houw. The flag had stayed down on that occasion. Raymond van der Houw, well, he's the oldest player in either squad, but I'll tell you what, he certainly showed his quality there. A really top stop.
Yeah, that save had to be made, and right on the money as always. 59 years old, you told me. I don't believe you, Brian. He looks fit as a fiddle. He's ready to go right now. Get him in a Premier League club ASAP.
Yes, he does look in very good condition, doesn't he, Ahmed? Miscontrol on this near side. So that will be a Leicester City Legends throw. Vasilevsky. Is it? St. Ledger. Dans. Elliott. Misplaced pass from him. David May.
Oh, great ball.
Yes, that's a terrific ball through to Webber. Looks as though he wants to take on the whole defence himself, but he gives it to Gillespie, and that's a great save. Conrad Logan, take a bow. Top stuff that. Really strong right hand, and denied Keith Gillespie the opportunity to give Manchester United Masters the lead for the first time this evening.
Once again, that Webber and Gillespie combination. What a save by Conrad. Had to make it, keeping them in the game.
Just over 20 minutes gone in this second half. All locked up for a piece. Webber. Eric Jemba joined Manchester United, you might remember, in the summer of 2003 for £3.5 million from Nantes. Remember when he was signed, he was labelled as a possible successor for Roy Keane. Never really hit the heights with United, but a terrific player. And, well, incredible list of teams that he's played for over the years. Actually played here in the Middle East in the Qatar Stars League. Oh, what a good effort that was.
Just fizzed over the crossbar there from Danny Webber once again in the thick of the action. And I think Conrad Logan was struggling there.
He's certainly been a busy boy in this second half as Logan. And yeah, if that had been a couple of centimetres lower, I think that would have been 5-4 to the Manchester United Masters. Drinks break now for the two sets of players as we get to the halfway stage of this second half. What a lovely strike that was from Webber. A hat-trick already for him this evening. And not far away from number 4. So drinks for the two sets of players. Let's just recap on the goals thus far. Leicester City Legends taking the lead through Leo Ajoa. That was after 3 minutes. Danny Webber equalised. 2 minutes after that, David Nugent and also Marcin Vasilevsky made it 3-1 for the Leicester City Legends before one of their guest players popped up and scored from the penalty spot to make it 4-1. Just before then, Manchester United Masters getting a couple of goals back ahead of the interval. One of them a penalty from Danny Webber and the other one from open play from Webber. So that was 4-3 at half-time, and since the interval we've had Mikael Silvestre penalty slotted home after an indirect free kick from just outside the 6-yard box. Actually was slammed into a wall of Leicester players on the line. One of those players was David Nugent, and the ball just hit his right arm, and referee Lee Probert having no hesitation at all in pointing to the spot. So that's how we are then, all locked up, 4 goals apiece, and it's anyone's game as we get ready for the final stanza. And if we are level, incidentally, at the end of 90 minutes, we'll go to penalties. There's no extra time here in this Titans Cup, powered by AVR Pay. This match presented by Real Star And it's been real entertainment thus far. Alongside me, Ahmed Khawaja in the commentary position. And Ahmed, it has been entertaining, hasn't it? 8 goals this evening, and those fans who've paid their money to come in tonight, they've certainly had some entertainment.
Absolutely, a lot of thrills and spills, plenty of goals from both sides, and they've certainly got their money's worth. A lot of Man United support out there at the Maktoum Stadium tonight. Of course, we would love to thank the Dubai Sports Council for their support, Real Star, AVR Pay, the Sheraton, easemytrip.com. A lot of sponsors, a lot of people came together, Brian, to bring this fantastic Titans Cup to light.
Yes, it's been quite an undertaking to get all these players in one place at the same time. As we were talking to Ben Thornley actually in the first half, Ben very kindly, the former United player, coming up and joining us in the commentary position. Can see him down on the sidelines actually, so I wouldn't be surprised if he comes on at some stage in the near future.
And I would also like to mention, of course, 27 Sports and SSF, the Sports Spirit Federation, as well, for their generous cooperation and contribution to this fantastic event as the players finally re-emerge for the final 20 minutes. It surely will be pretty thrilling here, Brian. Anybody's game.
Skydiver Al Nayadi back on the pitch for this last section of effort. One of the guest players for the Leicester City Legends tonight.
I wonder if you could see Dwight York out there for maybe a 10-minute burst to support Danny Webber up top. Really cracked his game open. Looks unlikely though, can't spot him anywhere.
Well, maybe he's gone home. We did hear from Ben Thornley that he lives here in the UAE now, along with Michael Silvestre. Anyway, that's all for the future, to find out what's going to happen in the next 18 minutes or so. For the time being, the ball's picked up in front of his own penalty area by Wasilewski. Through ball for Simpson, and what a good ball too, but again, Van der Hau, he really is an intelligent player. Out to the edge of his area to pick it up, and then Wes Brown sees off Simpson, gets the ball forward, and an opportunity for David May to run into space, or not as the case may be, because the referee's assistant on that far side has raised his flag. Don't think he's too impressed, actually, David May, with that decision, although he's got a smile on his face, so that's good to see.
Yeah, that burst of pace from him gone to waste.
Just to let you know as well, I've mentioned Lee Probert, our referee this evening. He's a former Premier League official, of course, who now works and lives over here as the UAE-FA's Director of Refereeing. And his assistant referees this evening, Saeed Al-Mazouki and Yasser Al-Mashadi.
Yeah, they've certainly been pretty busy. A lot of well-contested offside calls, but they've been right on the money. Done a fantastic job.
Simpson. Frustration for Wasilewski. He'd run a long way wanting the ball back and didn't get it. St. Ledger finds Simpson. Amayadi. Oh, a real Hollywood ball from him out to this near side to one of the other guest players, Al Naemi. And swing and a miss there, or almost a miss really from St. Ledger. I was chatting to him before play this evening, and he was saying how much he's enjoyed his 3 or 4 days here in the UAE. Sean St. Ledger.
Yeah, like Ben Thornley mentioned, a lot of the legends and players on both sides willing to extend their vacations, and why not? Perfect place to be. Late Winter here in the Middle East. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Absolutely. St Ledger, as well as being a former Leicester City player, actually worked as a scout for the team as well. Very solid professional career. Over 150 appearances for Preston North End.
Well, they've been scouting some unbelievable players. Yuri Tielemans, Wesley Fofana, to name a few.
Tielemans, of course, the man who scored the goal that won the FA Cup for them.
Incredible goal that was. One of the goals of the season for sure. And what a time to do it in the big cup final.
Absolutely. 2021 that was. Leicester City winning their first FA Cup after finishing as runners-up on 4 previous occasions. So that was a monkey off their back. They've won the League Cup 3 times and runners-up in that competition twice. Is Dyer, long ball forward, looking for Nugent, but there was no way he was going to cut that one out.
Mustafa Izzet there making a deep run, typical of him in his prime, bursting into the box, but he went looking for the right winger there. That was an opportunity missed for Leicester.
David May. Simpson. May again. Yes, Mustafa Izzet, what a player for Leicester over a concerted period of time. Over 250 appearances for the club over an 8-year period. Actually had the record for the most assists in the Premier League in 2003-2004. 14 assists. What a record that is in his last season with Leicester City. Almeadi. St Ledger. Cut out by Jemba. Simpson. Here is it? Nugent. Now Naomi, one of the guest players for the Legends this evening. Patience, the watchword for Nugent. Simpson now on this near side. Tries to get the crossover. It's blocked though by Michael Silvestre, scorer of Manchester United Masters' 4th goal from the penalty spot. So that's going to be a corner for the Leicester City Legends.
A lot more cagey after the drinks break. Of course, both sides, maybe some tired legs out there and not looking to make a mistake at the back.
I think you're being a bit generous there, Ahmed Khawaja alongside me. Maybe a few tired legs. I reckon there's 22 sets of tired legs out there.
Well, big Wes Morgan out there, the captain of that iconic Premier League winning side. Played all 90 minutes of all 38 league fixtures that season. Only John Terry and Gary Pallister have achieved that feat. Yeah, incredible.
It is an incredible record, absolutely. May forward and the flag goes up. Referee's assistant indicating an offside there. Al Naomi. Oh, and it's off the post. Flag had gone up though. Al Naomi with the header. One of the guest players, and almost making a very spectacular contribution. The 2 guest players actually coming together. Have a look at this for a cross. Terrific ball in, but Van der Hoe not getting there.
Yeah, he's certainly not taking any prisoners. Somebody inform him it's a Legends game.
Well, I think I mentioned at the outset, and we were talking to Ben Thornley, who's on the ball there now, number 21, that once the players get on the pitch, they're used to playing at a high level, they're used to being winners, particularly the Manchester United Masters players. And when those competitive juices start flowing, then it's all up for young and old.
Yeah, I wonder who was the one who gave them the fabled hairdryer treatment at halftime, because they've certainly stepped up the game in the second half.
Morgan with the interception. Dyer, good quick feet from him. Oh, terrific skill. And again, gets the ball out to Nugent. Wants it back. Gets it. And in the end, that was really good defending from Wes Brown.
Had to get in there. Brilliant run by Nathan Dyer. Almost through. But then Wes Brown stepping into that one.
Cross from Nugent. Easy enough for Van der Hau. Inside the last 10 minutes then. Picked up for United. Mazy run. In the end, an unsuccessful one.
Taking a bit of a fall there. Hopefully he'll be all right. But 1v3 had no real option there.
Jerry Taggart, you saw, the former Northern Ireland international. Number 16 there, one of the guest players for United. It's Omar. Almost made a name for himself too.
Yeah, that would have certainly hit the headlines. Meanwhile, United look to rebuild from the back once again, in position and looking pretty threatening.
Omar again. Got an outlet on that far side. Wants it back. Morgan intercepts, however. Looks very comfortable on the ball still, doesn't he, Wes Morgan?
He looks exactly like how he did in 15 and 16. Absolutely rock solid at the back.
Shot from distance from Simpson. He fancied that. Just spotted that Van der Hau was just off his line.
Yeah, he has taken a few liberties throughout the game, Van der Hau, but when it was required, when he was called upon, he answered the bell.
Yes, I think if that one had been on target, he still would have had that covered. A reminder that if we are still level at the end of 90 minutes, we'll go to penalties to decide who's going to lift the Titans Cup 2022. This match, remember, brought to you by Real Star in association with AVR Pay. On this near side, Ben Thornley out of the commentary box and onto the pitch. Picks out Webber. Lovely retention of the ball from him. May on the edge of the penalty area. And a fluffed shot in the end.
Oh, come on, Ben. We needed a late run into the box there on the far post. Tuck it in.
Vasilevsky gets a second bite at the cherry, having looked for Al-Nuaimi. Simpson, time to turn.
Jemba been outstanding in midfield, absolute rock, and he's allowed Danny Webber to express himself, and Wes Brown looking to get forward there as well.
Vasilevsky surging forward himself. For the run of Nugent. Al-Nuaimi. Oh, little ball there from Al-Nuaimi. And in the end, Vasilevsky gets the crossover to no one in particular. A no-look ball there from the guest player, number 9. And almost a very effective one too.
And Leicester City looking to get on the front foot. Ulloa just coming off the bench there. Immediately into the action.
Nugent. On the Amy. I asked him before the match actually if he was more nervous about jumping off the Burj Khalifa with his parachute or playing in this match, and he said playing in this match. He has done something like 10,000 parachute jumps though, so that's probably the reason why. Nugent, who wanted to curl that one into the opposite top corner. Shot was blocked. Ulloa. Vasilevsky. What a career he's had, particularly considering the horrible injury he suffered over a decade ago.
Well, not a single Man United master player in the Leicester half right now. It's all hands on deck.
Yes, just about 4 minutes to go. And that's 4 minutes that could yield a winner. If it doesn't, we go to penalties. Ulloa looks for Nugent. Nugent's in a bit of space here. No one getting forward into the box in a great hurry. St. Ledger. Ulloa still in possession, does well to retain the ball there actually. Al Noemi, the guest player. Vasilevsky. Al Noemi again. St. Ledger needs someone to move ahead of him. Ulloa. Socks roll down around his ankles now. And the foul coming in from Jemba, who's not too impressed with Lee Probert's whistle.
Well, it was a sea of red in front of him, so Ulloa did the next best thing. Gets a free kick in a very good position. Could we see a photo finish here, Brian?
Absolutely. We'll just have another look at the challenge there. You could say it was half a dozen of one and 6 of the other, but you can see the arm across Ulloa's shoulder by Jemba, and that's what Lee Probert saw as well. Remember, he only gets one look at it.
Yeah, we've certainly seen those let go in the Premier League. But this is a very good opportunity here. Can somebody curl it in to the top right-hand corner?
Well, there are a couple of players over the ball for the Leicester City legends. Marcin Vasilevsky is one of them, and Leo Ulloa is the other. Nugent just away from the two of them. Van der Hau just trying to see through the wall, which is made up of 4 players. Doesn't go for the direct shot, and in the end it's, well, something and nothing really there. Little dinked in ball from Ulloa.
Yeah, ambitious to expect Al Noemi to head the ball in from there. An opportunity gone to waste, and maybe a late winner for United. We've seen that before.
Yes, we're almost into Fergie time now. Silvestre scored that 4th goal for the Manchester United Masters. Omar, one of the guest players for the Red Devils. Well, that was well done by Al Noemi. Simpson. The flag stayed down here. Is he getting any support, Al Noemi? Just checks back. Good tackle. Oh, I thought it was initially a good tackle, but Lee Probert, who was right on the spot, thought otherwise. Challenge from behind. Thought he'd won the ball there, but referee deciding that was a foul from Wes Brown.
Yeah, just went through his back there.
In fact, it's Silvestre. Silvestre it was with the challenge.
Could have easily been let go, but I can understand the referee's call, and this is an even better position. Surely they have to go for goal here. No more chips.
Yes, you would think so. the last minute and possibly the last opportunity. Oh, goodness me. Well, if it was rugby, yes, you can see David May just put his arms up there to signal the conversion.
Bit of Johnny Wilkinson there.
Yes, that could well be the last effort by either side. Just the one goal in the second half. Lee Probert checks his watch.
Well, it's certainly been very robustly contested.
He's blown his whistle. Yep, there we are. So it's all square, and we go to penalties to decide who is going to win the Titans Cup 2022. It's finished Manchester United Masters and Leicester City Legends all square. Leicester City Legends, remember, were 4-1 up at one stage. Their goals this evening from Leo Ojoa, David Nugent, Marcin Wasilewski, and one of their guest players, Al Noemi, who scored from the penalty spot. The Manchester United Masters goals, a hat-trick from Danny Webber, including one from the spot, and the only goal in the second half, Mikael Silvestre, again from the penalty spot, after a handball by David Nugent following an indirect free kick. It's hugs and handshakes all round. That's the full-time score. It's finished 4-4. from Nugent. So one penalty and one miss.
Well, shades of Baggio 1994 there. David Nugent. Let's hope it doesn't prove to be too costly.
I was waiting for you to say shades of Diana Ross there from the the opening ceremony. She missed her penalty as well, I seem to remember. Anyway, it's David May now. What can he do up against Conrad Logan? Buries it, sends Logan the wrong way.
Absolutely never in doubt. Cool as ice.
So, problems for the Leicester City legends. And Simpson now steps up to see if he can open their account in this shootout.
Raymond van der Haar with some mind games perhaps.
Absolutely. Doing his best to get in Simpson's head. But, well, whatever he said to Simpson, Simpson paid no attention whatsoever. That was a terrific penalty. There was no stopping that one.
Oh, absolutely smashed it. Top left-hand corner. Picked the bones out of that one. Beautifully done. And Mikhail Silvestre already scored one in this game. But this is the PK shootout. Anything can happen, Brian.
Yeah, which way is he going to go here? He went to the right of the goalkeeper previously, and now he's gone down the middle. No chance at all for Conrad Logan there. I rather fancy it just came off the underside of the crossbar, that one. But yes.
Well, he would have seen that in the final of the World Cup 2006. Zinedine Zidane, exactly like that. Nicely buried. Nicely done.
Vasilevsky now. The man known universally at the King Power Stadium as Wasp. What's he going to do here? Right-footed up against Van der Haar. And cool as you like. Sends the Dutch veteran the wrong way.
And he's certainly pleased about that big beaming grin. Nicely done.
Absolutely. So Webber now coming forward for the Manchester United Masters. 3 goals for him in the match itself, one of them from penalty spot.
What a game he's had. He's been my player of the match for sure. Outstanding performance.
Oh, and he just gets away with that one. And look at the reaction of Conrad Logan.
Oh, he got there, Brian. He was there, just too much power on it in the end.
I think he actually dived past it. I rather fancy he did, you know. But it was in the back of the net. They all count. Yes, he got a strong hand on it, but not strong enough. Yes, he knows he went a little bit too early. So, Ojoa now. Sands of time running out for the Leicester City legends. Again, a bit of chat from Van der Haar. And it's off the crossbar. And Van der Haar says, yeah, whatever I said, it worked. Smiles with Ojoa. But what that means is the next penalty, if United score it, they will win. And it's going to be Djemba Djemba. Djemba Djemba, the former Cameroon international.
Well, Conrad Logan deep in his own goal. There was that brilliant save. Van der Haar perhaps a fingertip or two on it. Can Conrad Logan keep Leicester City legends alive here?
So Djemba Djemba against Logan. Scores! And it's victory for the Manchester United Masters. They win the penalty shootout by 4 goals to 2. And Djemba Djemba, don't you enjoy that? Celebrating with the fans on that far side. And the Manchester United Masters players, well, not like the penalty shootouts of old where they'd all race after the man who scored the winning spot kick. I think they've all run out of energy. They haven't quite got the stamina to do that anymore, but they're still going over to celebrate with Djemba Djemba. Handshakes all round, smiles all round for United, and the United fans who've made their way here this evening, they're happy. Victory for the Masters.
90 minutes of thrilling action, 8 goals and then a penalty shootout. And with the Red Devils winning it, what more could they ask for? It's been a fantastic evening here at the Al Maktoum Stadium. Absolutely brilliant.
All sorts of Manchester United shirts there through the years. And yeah, those fans really enjoyed their evening, as we all have. It's good to see both sets of players going around, celebrating with those supporters who've made the effort to come in tonight. Selfies galore as well.
Yeah, what a thrill it must be to meet the likes of Danny Webber, Wes Brown, Mikhail Silvestre, Karol Poborski, all heroes.
Lee Martin there.
Oh,
yeah, well,
absolutely.
Probably one of the heroes for United, because he was the one who started the trophy rush for Manchester United all those years ago, when he scored the winner in the FA Cup final of 1990, the replay against Crystal Palace. You saw there that there's some Leicester City fans who've made their way in here tonight as well. There's even an Ipswich Town shirt there. So all sorts of football fans have made their way in here to the Al Maktoum Stadium tonight to enjoy the action, and the players happy to stay out there and celebrate with the fans. And very shortly, of course, we'll have the trophy presentation as well, as Real Star presents the Titans Cup 2022 in association with AVR Pay. We'll have that trophy presented very shortly. There it is, and that'll be on its way back to Manchester, thanks to a victory for the Manchester United Masters in a penalty shootout. It finished 4-4. And it's nice to see Silvestre high-fiving all the fans, scorer of the Masters' fourth goal from the penalty spot. And, of course, he scored again in the penalty shootout. Yeah, great evening for the fans tonight. And a nice little appetiser as far as they're concerned, I'm sure, for the action we've got coming up over the next month in nearby Qatar, with the FIFA World Cup about to get underway. So not long now to the presentation, but a terrific evening. Ahmed Khawaja alongside me in the commentary box, and it's been thoroughly enjoyable, hasn't it, Ahmed?
Absolutely fantastic. The likes of Danny Webber, Wes Brown, Wes Morgan, Karol Poborski turning back the clock, and of course 4 goals apiece, and then that thrilling penalty shootout. So we've certainly enjoyed our fill here at the Maktoum Stadium. And there you can see all the fans having a brilliant time. Get those selfies, get those moments in there, magic moments for young and old alike.
Someone giving a boot to be autographed there by Danny Webber. Yes, it has been terrific. I did wonder within the first 5 minutes how many goals we were going to get this evening, because almost basically with the first 2 attacks of the evening we had 2 goals, and I was beginning to wonder whether we get a cricket score here, but the match settled down after that as Silvestre signs an autograph. Won't be the first one he'll have signed this evening, and it certainly won't be the last, and the same with the photos as well.
Yeah, he'll have a sprained hand by the time he's done tonight. He's willing to accept the invitations from absolutely everybody who wants a selfie, who wants an autograph. I'm your man.
And here's Danny Simpson, who's played for both Manchester United and Leicester City. He was telling me before the match it's his first time here in the UAE, and he's thoroughly enjoyed it. And you can see also as well that some lucky souvenir hunter has got his shirt. Isn't that lovely to see?
Absolutely brilliant.
Danny Simpson, a wonderful career that he had whilst he was at United. That's Manchester United. He was loaned to Royal Antwerp, which was Manchester United's feeder club in Belgium. Sunderland, Ipswich, Blackburn and Newcastle. Then he joined Newcastle and had a very solid Premier League and Championship career with Newcastle and Leicester City, part of Leicester's title-winning side of 2015-16. Finishing his career earlier this year at Bristol City. Manchester-born lad, born in Eccles, actually, just outside the city. And yes, very shortly we'll be having the presentation ceremony. You can see the dignitaries and the backdrop pretty much in position.
And of course, we would also like to thank our corporate partners and sponsors, Real Star, AVR Pay, 27 Sports, the Dubai Sports Council, the Sports Spirit Federation, for being part of this fantastic Titans Cup. Without their support, we wouldn't be here. And we're extremely honored and privileged for their support and bringing this fantastic Titans Cup to light. And it's truly lived up to its expectation. A thrilling match between Leicester Legends and Manchester United Masters, ending 4 apiece, going to penalties. I think it's just about the perfect evening out, Brian Murgatroyd.
Absolutely. You can see Wes Morgan doing a couple of media interviews there. Van der House signing an autograph or two. Really has been a terrific evening for the fans. And of course, at the end of it, there'll be some silverware as well, or in this case, some glassware. It's a beautiful trophy, the Titans Cup. It will be going to the Manchester United Masters. So I've mentioned already this evening, this a venue which really is a hub of UAE football, both this month and next month, even though there's no league action taking place here in the UAE. The UAE League has been suspended for the FIFA World Cup. But yes, we had the Canada-Jamaica game a couple of days ago here. Both sides warmed up for the action in Qatar. And next month, 4 matches, the Dubai Super Cup 2022 also taking place here, with Liverpool, Arsenal, Milan and Olympique Lyonnais all in action. Arsenal against Lyonnais on the 8th of December. 3 days later, it's Liverpool against Olympique Lyonnais. 2 days after that, Arsenal against AC Milan. And finally, a repeat of the 2005 Champions League final. Liverpool against AC Milan. I wonder if it's going to be another 4-3 game, that one.
Well, let's get Xabi Alonso and Steven Gerrard kitted up. What a final that was. Istanbul, unforgettable.
Well, we had a pretty similar comeback this evening from the
absolutely.
Manchester United Masters,
absolutely.
didn't we? Yes, it was 3-0, of course, to Milan in that Champions League final in 2005 at half-time before Liverpool came roaring back. And, well, it was 4-1 to the Leicester Legends tonight, just 5 minutes before half-time, before the Manchester United Masters got their teeth really into the match and were able to pull back to 4 apiece. Presentation just being made ready down below our commentary position. As Ben Thornley, who was in the commentary box for the first half this evening, told us, some of the players are going back tomorrow and a few others staying on till Monday.
Well, I would ask them, what's the hurry to get back to soggy old England? Hang around in the Middle East, hang around in Dubai for 4 or 5 days, see some sights, do some shopping, maybe take us along. We can certainly guide them.
Yes, plenty to do in this part of the world, sporting wise, at this time of the year. And of course, the advantage of being in this neck of the woods is the time zone for the FIFA World Cup. First time that the World Cup has taken place in the Middle East. A very exciting time indeed.
Absolutely, and plenty of these players have played in World Cups. Dwight York, of course, led and captained Trinidad and Tobago in the 2006 World Cup. What an honor it was for him, and what an honor it was for us to see the Champions League winner performing tonight. Fantastic first half, was the key to all the United attacks, and Danny Webber especially benefited with a fantastic hat-trick.
Yes, Dwight York, 48 Premier League goals for Manchester United.
That combination with Andrew Cole, that was something truly magnificent.
Yes, that was a terrific team, that 98-9 side, which won the FA Cup the Premier League and the Champions League. An amazing side. And Dwight York was actually the Premier League Player of the Season in that year, 98-99. Golden Boot winner as well with 18 goals. Still just awaiting the presentation ceremony, but it's lovely to see so many players on the pitch signing as many autographs as they can. You can see a lot of fans have turned up there with replica shirts that they're getting signed.
Yeah, and they're still hanging around for the presentation ceremony as well, so they want to see their beloved Red Devils lift that glass trophy. Wonderful scenes.
कौन सा आ रहा है ये मेरी आवाज आ रही है
Those of you still with us, we're just awaiting the presentation ceremony, which will take place very shortly at the end of this Real Star Titans Cup 2022, powered by AVR Pay. Manchester United Masters against the Leicester City Legends. It finished 4-4 after 90 minutes, and then the Manchester United Masters winning the penalty shootout by 4 goals to 2.
Now, of course, Brian, now that the precedent has been set with this Titans Cup 2022, looking forward to next year's edition. Who will we have in store? Hopefully we'll have Man United and Leicester back with some more teams competing for this trophy.
Yes, wouldn't that be nice? It's a lovely opportunity, of course, this year because of the break in domestic football here. Domestic football not taking place because of the World Cup. Normally at this time of year the UAE Pro League would be in full effect, but the last round of Pro League matches, round 10 of 26, was played last weekend, and the league won't resume again until the 3rd week of December. They'll play 2 rounds then, and then there'll be another break because the UAE will be getting ready for the Gulf Cup of Nations, which is between 8 teams, 8 national teams from the GCC region, and that will take place at the beginning of January of 2023. And then once that's done and dusted, well, the league will have a wet sail all the way through to May then.
I wonder how that will disrupt or perhaps enhance Al Ahly's chances of lifting the title. Of course, leading the table at the moment.
Yeah, Shabab Al Ahly and also Al Wada. Shabab Al Ahly, a Dubai side. Al Wada, side from Abu Dhabi. It's very tight there at the top. Actually, there's just 5 points to choose between the top 8 side at the moment after 10 rounds. So it really is literally anyone's title. But well, that's all for the future. For the present, we're getting ready for the presentation ceremony for this Titans Cup 2022. I can see our host, Husna, who's down there in front of the board. So very shortly, I think we'll be in a position to get underway and have this presentation ceremony. Seeing David Nugent hobbling around there, coming off the pitch. He put in a shift this evening, former England international.
Yeah, they'll be stiff all right, and I am worried for those lads who are flying back immediately in the morning. Will they be able to rise for it?
Well, they'll need to get the compression socks on for the journey, I reckon. Yeah, there'll be certainly a few tired bodies, a few stiff bodies as well. But a few players who'll have enjoyed the opportunity to get out there with their former teammates. And as Ben Thornley said a bit earlier, some players who they'd not met before, but have had the opportunity to do so over the last few days.
Yeah, it was lovely to see multiple generations of Man United players especially playing together.
And Leicester City players as well.
Most
the likes of Steve Walsh and Matt Elliott, who from that really productive side in the late 90s and the early 2000s, alongside the likes of Wes Morgan, Robert Huth and Marcin Wasilewski. And, well, Nathan Dyer, what a performance he put in for the Leicester City Legends. He was outstanding. We've mentioned already about the contribution of Danny Webber, who got the hat-trick, but Nathan Dyer, just illustrating why he's been playing professional football until very recently.
Yeah, and the nick in which he's in, I'm sure he'll be back into pro football very, very soon, perhaps immediately after the World Cup break.
Well, he did announce his retirement last year, so I don't think he's all that keen to get involved anymore, but I think he's shown that he's fit as a fiddle and in very good condition.
He'll be tearing it up for all Legends games, Leicester, that's for sure. Super fit, super quick.
Absolutely, and the presentation party now just being assembled down below us, so very shortly I'm sure we're going to be in a position to get this ceremony underway. Great to see so much media interest in this action.
Yeah, there was plenty of buzz throughout the week for this game, and it's certainly lived up to its billing, and both sides putting their best foot forward, so to speak, and a thrilling contest with a satisfying ending. I think it's been a massive success, the Titans Cup 2022.
So the presentation ceremony is almost ready down below. So in the very near future, we'll go down and join Husna, who will take us through the formalities. We're just hearing from pitch side. There's just a couple of minutes more before the presentation ceremony gets underway. And in fact, we're all ready to go now.
We have only got one day left to kick off FIFA World Cup. And this game has been brought very positive energy for all of our fans here this evening. I would now like to introduce our major sponsors. Miss Gurnur Bindra, GM Sheraton Mall of Emirates, and Mr. Waleed Al-Siddiq, Director F&B and Sheraton Mall of Emirates. Mr. J. Rajdev, AVR Pay News. Mr. Sanjay Bakhtar, Chairman of 27 Sports. Mr. Saif Muhammad, Chairman, Sports Spirit Federation. Mr. Rahul Murgai, Director of DMR. Mr. Mohammed Al-Alwar of Al Nasser Club. Nick Bal and Mr. Camille Khan of Real Star. And Imran Tahir, South African cricketer. I would now like to bring along our losing team, Captain Wes Morgan, and the Leicester City team to greet our sponsors.
Yep. Hi, there you go. Nice to meet you. Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.